बहुत ही एक ऐसा समय है जिसमें आप सोच रहे हो कि जो देश के अंदर चल रहा है अब, उसमें हमारा वकीलों का सबसे अहम योगदान है। इस देश को आज़ाद कराने में वकीलों का अहम योगदान रहा। देश के पहले राष्ट्रपति हमारे एडवोकेट थे, हमारे राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी एडवोकेट थे, प्रधानमंत्री हमारे जो है वो एडवोकेट थे। और अभी जो आप मीडिया में उसमें देख भी रहे होंगे कि समाज के अंदर जो हो रहा है तो वकीलों के ऊपर एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है। और आप लोगों के ऊपर भी आज के बाद जिम्मेदारियाँ जैसे जैसे आपके पास आपके राइट्स आएंगे, आपकी ड्यूटीज़ भी बढ़ जाएंगी। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि आज के बाद आप अपने ड्यूटीज़ को राइट से ज़्यादा वैल्यू दोगे। और आपसे मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि इस प्रोफेशन की डिग्निटी को मेंटेन करोगे और इस प्रोफेशन की डिग्निटी को मेंटेन करते हुए ही आप आगे बढ़ोगे। इस प्रोफेशन की सिर्फ हार्ड वर्क इज द ओनली की इन दिस प्रोफेशन। मैं आपसे यही उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप बहुत मेहनत के साथ आप आगे बढ़ोगे और अपना ड्यूटीज़ को देखते हुए इस जो सोसाइटीज़ की आपके ऊपर जिम्मेवारी है उनको बखूबी निभाओगे। आपका इस प्रोफेशन में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। वेलकम, थैंक यू।
I will certainly request you to be very honest and sincere in this profession. मैं आपको सभी को रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि अभी तक आप कॉलेज और लॉ स्कूल्स में थे, नाउ यू आर एनरोल्ड एडवोकेट, योर एवरी एक्टिविटी इज वर्क्ड बाय बार काउंसिल एंड समटाइम इफ नॉट बाय द बार काउंसिल बाय द एवरी सेक्टर ऑफ द सोसाइटी। अगर आप कहीं ड्रेस में जा रहे हैं, अपनी कार में जा रहे हैं, अपनी गाड़ी में जा रहे हैं, पैदल जा रहे हैं, तो एवरीबडी विल वॉच यू। अगर कि वकील साहब जा रहे हैं, ही हैज़ ए सेंस ऑफ रेस्पेक्ट इन योर माइंड। आपने अपनी किसी भी एक्टिविटी से उसको कम नहीं होने देना। और जो आपके अंदर एक ब्रेन के अंदर एक यूनिवर्सिटी वाला माहौल था, उसको प्लीज गिव इट अप टुडे। वकालत के बाद रखें, उसको जिंदा रखें, बट इन वकालत इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। यू आर इन अ वेरी रेस्पॉन्सिबल एंड सिंसियर प्रोफेसर। You are head of your clinic. So you are in a medical clinic. Legally injured person will approach you for his treatment. So you have to listen him. You have to help him legally. And while helping him legally, you will not assure him for the things which neither provided under the law nor you are in position to do it. Tell him whatever you understood his case to the best of your wisdom. Tell him कि मैं इसमें सर आपकी ये लीगल हेल्प कर सकता हूँ. Be frank with him. Be clear with him. कि जी मुझे जितना कानून आता है उसके हिसाब से आपकी ये हेल्प हो सकता है। आप सीखने की कोशिश करें, सुनने की कोशिश करें, समझने की कोशिश करें, जल्दबाजी में ना रहें। यू हैव ह्यूज टाइम, यू हैव अनफ टाइम, यू आर वेरी गुड लॉयर, आप यू आर वेल प्रिपेयर्ड लॉयर, नॉट द लॉयर्स लाइक 30 years बैक जो पहले इसको नॉन सीरियस लेते थे, बट टुडे यू 5 years लॉ कोर्सेज दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग best things for you in this legal education system. So please don't worry, don't bother कि आपको फ्यूचर में सक्सेस नहीं मिलेगी. You will get everything. आपको मनी भी मिलेगी, सक्सेस भी मिलेगी. You will get everything. But what you have to do is be calm, be cool, have patience. धीरे धीरे चलें, समझे, सुने, अंडरस्टैंड करें, उसको whatever opportunity you are given उसको प्रिपेयर करके just try to deliver to the best of your wisdom. ये छोटी छोटी 2-4 बातों की ध्यान रखें।
Good afternoon to all. On behalf of the Bar Council of Punjab Haryana, we extend a deep sense of gratitude and heartily welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Rakesh Kumar Jain, Judge Punjab Haryana High Court, for graciously accepting our invitation and attending the gathering today. We also welcome all the dais, our Chairman Shri Harpreet Singh Brar, our Vice Chairman Shri Bhutel Singh Garewal, Shri Jaivir Yadav, Shri Sriya Manjal, the Chairman of the Enrolment Committee, Shri Vijender Lawat, Shri Lekraj Sharma, Shri Rajkumar Chauhan, Shri Surinder Dutt Sharma, members of the Bar Council. We also welcome the co-opted members of the Bar Council, also an integral part of the Bar Council, Shri Naresh Kumar Atri, Shri Shyam Bhatia, Shri Sukhdev Atri, Shri Pankaj Dhameja, all from Panipat, and Shri Haraj Singh Chennu, advocate from Bhatinda. Now I request all the co-opted members to come forward and present a bouquet on behalf of the Bar Council to the Honorable Chief Guest. A big round of applause, please.
Today's Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Shri R.K. Jain ji, Vice Chairman Shri Gurtej Garewal ji, Honorary Secretary Shri Sidhu, former Chairman Jayavir Yadav ji, Dekra Sharma ji, CM Punjab ji, Vijender Lal ji, and Mr. Rajkumar Chauhan and S.T. Sharma. And my dear friends, it is indeed my proud privilege to welcome Honorable Justice Shri R.K. Jain. My lord belongs to a illustrious family of Hisar. My lord's father was an eminent lawyer and he also remained MLA from Hisar. My lord did his LLB in the year 1982 and he had a very good practice on civil revenue and constitutional side in the High Court before his elevation as a judge in 2007. It is indeed a momentous day for all of you to receive your enrollment certificates from my lord's stature, from such a legal luminary and legend. My lord is one of the most erudite judge of this Honorable High Court, and the amount of work my lord has done, be it any honor of the law, any roster, it is unbelievable. It is not humanly possible for one man to do so much work. And my lord has always illuminated the justice and humanized the law, has always come forward to the rescue of destitute and deprived. And my dear friends, you will be initiated into this noble profession by such a great legal luminary. This profession, my dear friends, is such a profession that you can become anything if you persevere. The hard work and the integrity is the hallmark of this profession, and it is one of the greatest privileges to be called upon to defend someone's life and liberty. And with this profession, you get the privilege to wear the robes of honor, but at the same time, you also have to shoulder the responsibility for vindication of law, because you inherit such a legacy. The legal fraternity gave this great nation many great men, and it won the freedom for the country. The father of the nation, the first prime minister, first president, they were all lawyers. So you are not ordinary citizens. You have to lead by example in the society. You always have to follow the traffic rules, the rule of law. And this is the only profession where you earn while you learn. As Warren Buffett has famously said, the more you learn, the more you earn. It is a lifelong learning curve. So as you do exercise, which helps your body, in this profession, reading is very, very important. So you have to, in your initial years, you don't get much work, but you have to keep reading. You should be aware of all the amendments in the law before marshalling the facts. If you get a case, you must be aware of all the legal provisions. First read the Bail Act, then draft your case. There will be peaks, there will be valleys, there will be ups, there will be down in this profession, but there will never be a dull moment. So I congratulate all of you on being initiated into this noble profession. And I quote the father of the nation, Shri Mahatma Gandhi ji. I quote, "Law is not a ledger domain to turn black into white or white into black. It is a constant endeavor to enthrone justice." I unquote. Now to enthrone justice, this responsibility you have to shoulder. This country, this profession, the society needs sentinels of justice and crusaders of law. Thank you very much indeed. And I once again place on the board my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Justice R.K. Jain. Thank you very much.
Behind this function, behind the entire organization, the Enrolment Committee of the Bar Council headed by Shri Chandramohan Manjalji and with members Mr. Kumar and Mr. Minderjeet Yadav have put in unrelenting efforts for organizing today's event, whereby 363 licenses Lordship are being given today. And of course with the overall supervision and pragmatic approach to all the solutions of our Honorable Chairman. I request the Honorable Chief Guest for today to come and give the address.
Mr. Harpreet Singh Brar, Chairman, Mr. Gurjeet Singh Grewal, Vice Chairman, Mr. Javeer Yadav, Mr. C.M. Munjal, Mr. Vijender Ehlagar, Mr. Lekha Sharma, Mr. Rajkumar Chauhan, Mr. Surendra Sharma, all members of the Bar Council, Mr. Naresh Kumar Atli, Mr. Harraj Singh Chandu, co-opted members of the Bar Council, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I know that we have not gathered here to hear me or to have a speech from. Everybody is waiting for the disbursement of the enrollment certificate, and they wanted to go back home also as early as possible. Because when I was of your age, my aim was only to get my enrollment certificate and go to my home immediately. But I am here not to inflict a speech, but I want to talk to you because when Mr. Brar came to my chamber for the purpose of inviting me for today, the moment he said that would you like to become the chief guest today for this function, I immediately said yes, I will come. There is a reason behind this invitation and accepting the invitation from the Bar Council. Firstly, I owe whatever I have got to the Bar Council because this is my Bar Council. I was enrolled in this Bar Council as an advocate in the year 1982. I was just like you, all young lawyers. I was just 23 or 24 years of age. And at that time, the Bar Council was situated in Sector 9. It was a small house which was converted into Bar Council. And the chairman gave me the enrollment certificate in his chamber. But with the passage of time, the scenario has changed. The Bar Council has grown up. There is the auditorium of the Bar Council. There are so many lawyers who have gathered today to receive their enrollment certificates so that they may enter in the new era, new world of legal practice to earn their bread and to achieve heights. Today's day, that is 17th November of 2019, is a very important day in your life. Because not only you will be getting enrollment certificate from the Bar Council, of which you are just now become the member after swearing the oath and also getting the enrollment certificate, but also besides your own parents and relatives who are there to look after you in your at the time of need or at the time of 11th hour. There is it's a big body, statutory body of Bar Council and lakhs of lawyers of all over India to support you. But with this kind of empowerment which you will get by becoming the member of the Bar Council, you are also facing the difficulty of having the responsibility to carry this empowerment which you are getting just now. We have seen very often that there are disputes, maybe because of the reason of somebody else instigating the lawyers, but the lawyers are in news because of certain disputes, and it is only because of the reason that they fail to carry themselves as an officer of the court. What I mean to say is that once you become a lawyer, an advocate, then you become officer of the court, not inside the court only, but also outside the court. You are the face of the Bar Council now. You have to behave as a member of the Bar Council, as an enrolled member of the Bar Council, so that anything which happens with you may not happen with the bar council, and you may not, the image of the bar council may not be tarnished. Second thing is that about the professional ethics. I wanted to know how many lawyers, advocates who will be enrolled today are going to join the profession. Please raise your hand. So there are so many. And how many of you are the first generation lawyer? Alright, there are so many. So as I've said in the beginning that I wanted a platform from where I can guide the young lawyers who are going to join the profession. So this is the right platform which has been given to me by the Bar Council today. So I will talk to you about how to become a good assisting counsel. I was thinking in my office when I was coming to this place that what should I tell you? What is the thing which will create an interest in you? Then I thought that everybody must be wanted to know that now we have got the license, what should we do now? So as everybody has said that they are going to join the offices of the advocates or they want to practice. So the moment you join the practice, you have to choose, don't start your practice independently. This is my first advice. Don't join your practice independently, join a good office, whomsoever he may be. Once you join the office of a lawyer, then what you have to do, that I will tell you one by one. This is I am saying from my own experience. Though I am a judge, I am not an advocate. But in one life, I have seen both the shades of advocate also, the judge also. I practiced for 25 years, I am a judge for 12 years. So in one life, I have seen both the shades. So I know about the advocates also, I know about the judges also. So at present, I will discuss with you how to become a good and successful junior assisting counsel. So please, whatever I say, if it is used by one of you out of 363 enrolled today, then I would think that I become successful in conveying what I wanted to convey. The moment you join the office of a senior advocate or an advocate, don't think that you are his employee. Please note this. I have seen more often that the lawyers, they join the office, they ask, what will you pay me? Then I will, and because it is their thinking that the moment they have got the license or the enrollment certificate, they would start earning. You would start earning when you know the trick of trade. So when you join the office of an advocate, don't think that you are an employee of the office. Think you are the part of the office. This is your office and you are a part of the office. Second thing, there are many complaints. Young lawyer says that my senior is not telling me anything, he is not teaching me. There is no senior, no advocate teach anybody. You are a student yourself and you are a teacher to yourself. You have to teach yourself. You have to see what is happening in the office, how your senior work, how your senior prepare the draft cases, how your senior argue the court cases in the court. This is the process of learning. Nobody is going to teach you anything. So in case you join and you feel that nobody is teaching me, so I am frustrated, don't be frustrated. There is no holiday for the lawyer. It is your profession. You cannot bunk classes like students. You cannot bunk offices like students. You have to go to the office every day, and the best junior assisting counsel would be the one who will leave the office in the end. There should be a competition amongst the junior lawyers that I will go in the end. I will come in the beginning, at the first, and I will leave at the end. Fourth is, you must develop the rapport with the staff of the office. Sometimes we have seen that they feel little and small that it is the job of the Munshi, why should I do it? In the beginning of a new counsel, whatever Munshi ji or clerk of the office does, you have to learn. I have learned a lot many things from my Munshi. For the first thing he taught me is how to shed my arrogance. And the arrogance is that I have become an advocate and he is only a Munshi. How can he teach me? He is the person only who will teach you how to prepare the file, how to file the case, कितने रुपए की टिकट लगेगी, कैसा फॉर्म लगेगा, कैसे क्या करना है, everything he will teach you. So once you have to develop a rapport with the office of the staff office. Then this is also a matter of concern that some junior lawyers or assisting lawyers, they leak the secrets of the office. You are in the office, it is your office. Your senior is just like your father. Don't leak the secret of his office to anybody, even to your fastest friend. Whatever is happening in the office is happening there. That is the end of the matter. The other thing is, you must have first-hand knowledge about all the courts. Supposing somebody is coming to the High Court for practice and joins, say, Mr. Munjal as a junior. Then there are 52 judges, about 50 judges. You must know about every court. You must know about where the case is filed. You must know from where the certified copy is to be obtained. This is a part of practice. For the junior advocate, your senior has already done everything like that. When you join the office, you see how the office is managed by your senior, how to inform the client, and always give the correct picture to your client. Don't conceal anything. If you conceal something, then it is going to rebound and it is going to affect your practice only. Then the next thing is, read the case file thoroughly, even in those cases in which you have to take a date. My personal experience in the High Court is that the young junior lawyers, they appear before me, they just ask for an adjournment on behalf of their senior, but they have not read the case file at all. Once a file is given to you, and you are sitting in the court for, say, waiting for your turn, and the turn comes after 2 hours, then don't indulge in gossiping. Read the file at that time, and prepare your mental notes or short notes, whatever way you want to make the notes, and then you ask for an adjournment, and in case the court asks you what are the facts of the case, and immediately if you narrate the facts, you will create a good impression about yourself in front of the court. The other thing is that this is all I am saying from my experience, sitting on the dais, that lawyers, they are indulged in the mobile, they keep on playing with the mobile in court, they are not attentive. You are not a student anymore. You are not in the university. You are in the court now. And you have to give respect to the court. Playing mobile in the court, talking to your fellow friends is all an insult of the court. It's a contempt of the court, though nobody punishes for it, but it is an insult of the court. So be attentive in the court always and listen how the case is argued by your senior or somebody else. Then you will learn the court craft. That in a particular situation where the judge is not agreeing with the senior or the lawyer who is arguing, then how he handles the situation. And this is all practice. That is why we call it practice of law. The most important thing which I think I should tell you is about keeping a copy or a diary. It is like that. Nobody will tell you, I am giving you this idea because I have done it. If a case is given to you by your senior, say a civil case is given or a criminal case is given, then that case in which you have to take a date even, note down the facts of that case in your copy, the copy which you have maintained at home, and whatever judgments you have searched for and against, mention those judgments also in that. So it will become a record for you, and in future when you start your independent practice, then you will not be in a position to, you are not supposed to ask anybody that in such a situation what should I do, because you have already dealt with the case yourself, though it is to be argued by your senior. And the last but not the least is, be a good researcher. You must read, you must develop the skill of finding out the relevant judgments. You must read the basic judgments of the Supreme Court, 5 judges benches, 7 judges benches, 9 judges benches. Because you are not supposed to compete with your fellow friends. You have to compete with yourself. आप ये सोचो कि कल मैंने क्या पढ़ा था और आज मेरे को उससे ज़्यादा कितना आता है. Every day you have to increase your knowledge. Once you have, as Mr. Prad has said, that this is a profession of reading. You have to develop the habit of reading. Once you have entered this profession, now this is a new beginning of a hard work. Lawyer की जो जवानी होती है वो सारी इसमें गुजर जाती है. अब आप सोच लो जाना भी है कि नहीं जाना है. So it requires hard work. Profession is called a jealous mistress, meaning that like a mistress doesn't like the husband or the wife of the husband, the profession is the same. profession says that you stay with me, don't go to your wife, don't go to your bedroom, stay back in office. So profession is a jealous mistress. And once you are taking up this profession as an advocate, then I can assure you that sky is the limit. I was a very ordinary boy, and I got enrolled in 1982. 25 years I practiced, and today I am here before you and giving this speech. Tomorrow, one of you could be here and giving this speech like me. Provided you have worked hard and proved yourself before the persons who have to take you to the heights. So with these few things, I hope I have not said anything which is unpalatable to anybody. So with these few things, I wish you all a bright future, a successful life as an advocate and as a responsible citizen of this India. Thank you very much. Now, everybody has to take the oath. I will say I, then you have to take your name. Then I will read further, then you have to repeat that. I, take your name please. I will say again, I do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the legal profession and will uphold its dignity and integrity. I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a lawyer and will not do anything which may lower down the image and dignity of the lawyer's profession. This is the oath with which I have started my speech, that you have to maintain the dignity of this black coat which we have started wearing from today. Thank you very much.
I request our senior members, Shri C.M. Mujahid, Shri J.D. Yadav, Shri Vijendra Rawat, Shri Gurja Sharma, to give a token of gratitude in the form of a memento to the Honorable Chief Guest. On behalf of the Bar Council ending the function, I request the worthy Vice Chairman Shri Gurpreet Singh Garban to take the vote of thanks.
My dear friends, proud parents, you are अपने बच्चों के नाल आए हैं। सब तो पहला मैं Hon'ble Justice आपके जैन साहब का आज अपने कीमती समय जो समा कटन से तो अनुसार अपने कार्यक्रमां ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ enrolment certificate distribute ਕਰਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸਮੁੱਚੀ ਬਾਤ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਦੋਸਤੋ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ Hon'ble ਜਸਟਿਸ आपके जैन साहब ने ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਵੈਰੀ ਨਾਈਸ ਵਰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਐਡਵਾਈਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ कि किस तरह तुम जाके क्योंकि सम ऑफ दी जो लोग हो रहे हैं आप आम दी एडवोकेट्स फैमिली उन्होंने पता है कि उन्होंने पेरेंट्स उन्होंने बड़े भरा उन्होंने बड़िया भैन किस तरह इस प्रोफैशन के मेहनत कर दी पर जो न्यू एंट्रेंट ने उन्होंने थोड़ा जहा फिर जो उस तरह नहीं चलनगे तो महीने 2 महीनों बाद 4 महीनों बाद तो थोड़ा जहा फिर फैडअप जहा होने लग जाता सी कि जो आप अपने सीनियर को प्रॉपरली जिस तरह सानू मेहनत करनी चाहिए जिस तरह सीनियर को असिस्ट करना चाहिए जिस तरह सीनियर को कुछ सीखना उस तरह नहीं चलते तो कुछ समय यह जहा आता आफ्टर 5-7 महीनों के बाद कि उन्होंने प्रोफैशन ठीक जहा लगों हट जाता कि पता नहीं सी गलती करते पर इस तरह की गल नहीं अगर तुम मेहनत ना चलोगे सीनियर से मैं समझा कि ढिड च वड़ के रहोगे कि उन्होंने किस तरह की जरूरत है किस तरह का इस उन्होंने केस तैयार करके देने तो किस तरह तुम कोर्ट जो उन्होंने गैर हाजिरी जाके केस प्रेजेंट करते हो अगर तुम 5-7 महीने इस तरह के नाल ला गए या साल चला लिया तो फिर स्काई की लिमिट है फिर कोई ऐसी गल नहीं होती कि तुम अपनी जिंदगी के बहुत कामयाब फील करना सो लॉर्डशिप ने तो बड़े चंगे वर्ड्स एडवाइस की है कि मैं समझदा कि जो तुम नाल लेके जाओगे और इस गल अज की जी स्पीच है इन्होंने याद रखोगे ये जो 50% भी याद रखे तो तुम कामयाब वकील कामयाब ऑफिसर कामयाब जज जरूर हो सो इस दे नाल मैं तुहानूं अज दे इस मौके ते तुहानूं तुहाडे प्राउड पेरेंट्स नूं सारिआं नूं बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद दिंदा
कि तुसीं बड़े चंगे प्रोफैशन के नोबल प्रोफैशन एक बहुत बड़े परिवार अज तो बाद तुसीं 1.5 लाख परिवार के एक मैंबर बन गए तो अज तो बाद तुहाडे नाम के नाल लड़ लगे कि कोई डॉक्टर आए कोई होर आए किसी के नाम के नाल तुसीं लड़ नहीं सुनोगे या पढ़ोगे लड़ सिर्फ तुहाडे नाम के नाल तो इसके नाल तुहाडी एक रिस्पोंसिबिलिटी भी बन जाती है। जे तुहानूं कानून ने इज्जत दी है तो तुहाडे नाम के नाल तुसीं लर्नड पर्सन बन जाना तो उत्थे तुहाडियां रिस्पोंसिबिलिटी भी चेयरमैन साहब ने दस्सिया जज साहब ने दस्सिया कि जिस तरह तुसीं ईवन तुसीं सोसाइटी च किस तरह बिहेव करना ये भी अज तो बहुत तुहाडे तो बड़ा चंगा एक्सपैक्ट करना बनना ते असीं आस करते हैं कि तुसीं जाके बार कौंसल के नाम अपने प्रोफैशन होर उच्चा चुको इस दिन मैं बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद दे कि इसके नाल मैं थैंकफुल हाँ साडे चेयरमैन एनरोलमेंट कमेटी श्री पंजाब साहब का श्री राजकुमार चौहान जी का श्री मनिंदरजीत यादव जी का क्योंकि जो प्रोसैस है एनरोलमेंट का इस बार ऐसे भी थोड़ा फील करते हैं कि कुछ तो रेनोवेशन हो रही थी कुछ सारे चेयरमैन साहब थोड़े मेनू वगैरह तो सफर हो गए थे कि लेट हो गए पर ये बड़ी मेहनत करनी पी है ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਰਟੀਫਿਕੇਟਸ ਵੈਰੀਫਾਈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀਆਂ ਫਾਈਲਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੋਰ ਸੋ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਐਨਰੋਲਮੈਂਟ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਹੈ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਰਟੀਫਿਕੇਟ ਪ੍ਰਦਾਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਰੇ ਚਾੜਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਸਟਾਫ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਰੇ ਚਾੜਿਆ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਾਲੀ ਜੀ ਰਹਿਨਮਾਈ ਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਬਾਰ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਬੜਾ अच्छा अपनी ड्यूटी में समझता कि जो नौ साल के रेनोवेशन का सारा नवा हो रहा आने वाले समय होर भी काफ़ी कुछ करने जा रहे हैं सो इन्हों की डायनामिक पर्सनैलिटी के तहत सारी बात कौंसल बड़ा चंगा काम कर रही सो एक बार फिर तो बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद कि आज सारे लिहाज जिन्हें भी सारे ऑन दी गेस्ट हैं सारे का बहुत बहुत थैंकफुल थैंक यू
For all the new entrants, the All India Bar examination has to be cleared by you within a period of 2 years. The next exam conducted by the Bar Council of India will be held in the coming 2-3 months. You will have to give the examination only after which you will be eligible to appear in the court and to file your Atma. Now we start the process of giving the enrollment certificates. You enter from the left side and exit from the left side, right side after getting a picture slip from the Honorable Chief Guest. I request the Honorable Chief Guest and all the guests from the dais raise the front side of the room.
Mr. Charan Singh from Patiala, Mr. Manpreet Singh from Chandigarh, Mr. Naveen Kumar from Hisar, Mr. Rakesh Kumar from Kurukshetra, Mr. Arun Arya from Gurgaon, Mr. Vijay Kumar from Panipat, Mr. Jain Singh from Ambala, Mr. Ajay Kumar Agarwal from Kurukshetra, Mr. Devinder Singh from Rohtak, Mr. Satwan Singh from Patiala, Mr. Mahinder Singh from Chandigarh, Mr. Sethi Kumar from Chandigarh, Mr. Navneet Sawan from Lirkotla, Ms. Sunita Rani from Rewari, Mr. Amarjeet Singh Chauhan from Rewari, Mr. Anil Kumar, Mr. Surinder Singh from Karnal, Mr. Sunil Kumar from Sadido, Mr. Ajay Kumar from Rohtak, Mr. Satinder Kumar from Rewari, Ms. Pooja from Kurukshetra, Ms. Rajveer Kaur from Chandigarh, Mr. Inderpreet Singh Dua from Chandigarh, Mr. Nardev from Narnal, Ms. Goldie Mishra from Gurgaon, Ms. Nurpur Mittal from Bathinda, Mr. Kurwan Singh from Fazilka, Mr. Anurag Sharma from Karnal, Mr. Ashok Kumar from Chandigarh, Ms. Priya Auto Line from Amritsar, Mr. Sandeep Kumar from Jain, Mr. Yogesh Kumar from Kathal,
Ms. Jagrup Kaur from Amritsar, Mr. Karamveer from Narnaul, Mr. Dashyan from Faridabad, Mr. Rajneesh from Faridabad. सारे माड़ा रास्ता छाप दो प्लीज। Mr. Stinderpal Singh from Amritsar, Mr. Evandeep Singh from Ludhiana, Mr. Sunil from Malerkotla, Mr. Sunil from Kurukshetra, Mr. Saurabh Singla from Barnala, Ms. Poonam from Jalandhar.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Harkamal Singh from Ludhiana, Ms. Kriti Singla from Chandigarh, Mr. Tarun Gandhi from Karnal, Mr. Ravi Kumar from Bhiwani, Mr. Rajveer Singh from Kurukshetra, Mr. Deepak Kumar from Yamunanagar, Mr. Jasveer Singh Virk from Chandigarh, Ms. Shruti Singla from Gurgaon, Mr. Shekhar from Jalandhar.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. हाँ जी सर, थैंक यू। यस सर, थैंक यू। यस सर, थैंक यू सर। आइए सर।
Mr. Yogesh Sharma from Mohali, Ms. Gurjeet Kaur from Tarntaran, Ms. Mandeep Kaur from Jalandhar, Ms. Kajal
Yes, ma'am.
Batra from Ludhiana,
Thank you.
Mr. Sahil Taneja from Ratia, Mr. Jagjot Singh from Gurdaspur, Ms. Pawandeep Kaur from Jalandhar, Mr. Manjeet Reddu from Rohtak, Mr. Johnny Gupta from Firozpur, Ms. Rajni from Fazilka, Mr. Gurpreet Singh from Patiala, Mr. Charanveer Singh Malli from Patiala.
Okay, sir. Okay, done.
Mr. Vijay Kumar from Ludhiana, Ms. Gaganpreet Kaur from Chandigarh,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Sandeep Singh from Firozpur,
Thank you.
Mr. Ajay Kumar from Amritsar,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Vikas Nagar from Ambala, Ms. Harpreet Kaur from Fatehgarh Sahib, Mr. Aman from Dukuwa, आप सभी को रिक्वेस्ट है कि नीचे लंच लगा हुआ है, आफ्टर लाइसेंस कलेक्ट करने के बाद आप लंच करके जाना है।
Thank you.
Ms. Shilpa from Patiala, Mr. Ravinder Singh from Barnala, Mr. Tanish Nagar from Chandigarh, Mr. Ankit Chauhan from Faridabad, Ms. Jyoti Bala from Jalandhar, Ms. Yogeshwari Priya from Chandigarh,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Satnam Singh from Ropar, Mr. Ashutosh from Ropar, Mr. Lalit Kumar from Karnal, Mr. Parmanand from Rewari,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sandeep Singh from Chandigarh, Mr. Abhinav from Kapurthala,
सर इधर
Mr. Sahil Matharu from Chandigarh, Mr. Rahul Sharma from Karnal, Mr. Harish Sharma from Sangrur, Ms. Taranpreet Kaur from Khanna, Ms. Simranjeet Kaur from Chandigarh, Mr. Kamaldeep Singh from Chandigarh, Mr. Ashish from Rohtak,
यस सर
Mr. Sumit Sandhu from Kurukshetra,
हाँ जी सर यस सर यस सर इधर मैम इधर थैंक यू एक मिनट यस सर यस थैंक यू सर
Mr. Gurvinder Singh from Sangrur, Mr. Rohit from Philor, Mr. Ramanpreet Raju from Chandigarh, Mr. Maninder Singh from Jalandhar,
थैंक यू
Mr. Rajveer Singh from Kanna, Mr. Nikhil Singhal from Gurgaon,
यस सर
Ms. Preeti Bura from Chandigarh,
सर
Ms. Manpreet Kaur from Jalandhar, Mr. Ravinder Kaur from Chandigarh, Ms. Navneet Kaur from Mansa, Mr. Rajdeep Singh from Fatehgarh Sahib, Ms. Amrinder Kaur from Fatehgarh Sahib, Mr. Rajneet from Patiala, Mr. Ravinder Singh from Rohtak, Ms. Manjot Kaur from Fatehgarh Sahib, Ms. Jyoti Kumari from Chandigarh, Mr. Yogesh from Muktsar,
मेरा से इधर आ जाओ
Ms. Vandana from Jalandhar, Mr. Gurjan Singh from Ropar,
थोड़ा उधर जाओ
Ms. Swati from Sissa, Mr. Harmanpreet Singh from Batala, Ms. Manveen Kaur from Amritsar, Ms. Tajiba Masoon from Chandigarh, Ms. Daljeet Kaur from Patiala, Ms. Kamini Rani from Hoshiarpur, Ms. Rashi Sagar from Ludhiana,
एक टाइम के लिए
और सर आप प्लीज बैठ जाए, पीछे सीट्स खाली पड़ी है, ऐसे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, आप आके खड़े हो, प्लीज आप बैठ जाओ, सीटें खाली पड़ी है बहुत, आपकी सीक्वेंस में नाम आएगा उस हिसाब से है।
यस सर थैंक यू
Mr. Rajinder Kumar from Bathinda, Mr. Varun Mittal from Panchkula,
यस सर मैम
Mr.
वन बाय
Rajveer Kaur from Fatehgarh Sahib,
वन यस मैम थैंक यू
Mr. Jasdev Singh Kaur from Chandigarh, Mr. Navjot Kaur from Fatehgarh Sahib, Ms. Ravneet Kaur from Chandigarh, Ms. Sapna Sharma from Hoshiarpur, Mr. Sanjay Kumar from Hisar, Mr. Kamal Jindal from Sangrur, Mr. Sumit Chaudhary from Ambala, Mr. Ravdeep Singh from Jalandhar, Mr. Shubham Bansal from Chandigarh, Mr. Amandeep Singh from Muktsar, Miss Nidhi Lehra from Rewari, Miss Jaspreet Chandi from Kapurthala,
Yes, ma'am. Yes. ठीक है। Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Look here. Thank you. हाँ जी सर, इधर इधर
Mr. Samyul Patti from
इधर इधर
Ludhiana,
इधर सर इधर
Miss Kiran Jarpal from Chandigarh, Miss Sanju Bala from Patiala, Miss Satwinder Kaur from Chandigarh, Miss Shruti Kansal from Chandigarh, Miss Samya Sagri from Chandigarh, Mr. Anmol from Patiala, Miss Rajkaur from Patiala, Mr. Del Deepak Singh from Ludhiana, Mr. Madhav Verma from Faridabad, Mr. Manish Sani from Anandpur Sahib, Miss Manpreet Kaur from Patiala, Mr. Avtar Krishan from Fazilka, Mr. Mani Singla from Barnala, Miss Anu Bala from Firozpur,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Anmol Bajaj from Moga,
All the best.
Okay, keep running. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. चला जा.
Mr. Deepak Goyal from Malerkotla, Mr. Nitish Sharma from Faridkot, Mr. Bhapesh Tadana from Patiala, Ms. Akhwinder Kaur from Amritsar, Mr. Balwinder Singh from Batala, Ms. Anchal Dolia from Chandigarh, Ms. Rajinder Kaur from Patiala, Ms. Priya from Chandigarh, Ms. Neha,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Look here. Thank you. Yes, sir.
पीछे हो जाओ भाई, पीछे हो जाओ।
Yes, sir.
Ms. Neha Jain from Ambala, Ms. Madhuri Malhotra from Chandigarh,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harpreet Kaur from Jalandhar, Mr. Rahul Kumar from Rutia, Mr. Subham Singla from Faridabad, Mr. Chandan Singh from Faridkot, Ms. Gaganpreet Kaur from Firozpur,
Yes, sir. Excuse me, ma'am.
Ms. Harshita from Patiala, Ms. Kamalpreet Kaur from Gurdaspur,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Paramjit Singh from Hushiyarpur, Mr. Dalpreet Singh from
Yes, ma'am.
Chandigarh, Ms. Nidhi Chawla from Chandigarh, Ms. Ripu Daman Kaur from Tarantan, Ms. Gurvinder Kaur from Chandigarh,
Mr. Kulbir Singh from Amritsar. Miss Rohit Kaur Tillo from Amritsar.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. कुछ कहने पड़ता है. Yes, ma'am. हाँ जी सर. इधर सर. दीपक कह रहे दीपक नीचे. Yes, ma'am. अदा कुछ है. दीपक नीचे भेज सब को. All the best. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Robin from Jain.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Shafali Goyal from Chandigarh. Miss Guneet Gulati from Yamunanagar. Miss Nishata Kahi from Chandigarh. Mr. Rahul Garg from Chandigarh. Mr. Bhawan Kumar Verma from Gurgaon. Mr. Bhawan Mittal from Mansa. Mr. Polaram from Narnaul. Miss Manjot Kaur from Fatehgarh Sahib. Miss Anu Chaudhary from Chandigarh. Mr. Mandeep from Chandigarh. Miss Harpreet Kaur from Khanna. Miss Lakhwinder Kaur from Chandigarh. Miss Navdeep Kaur from Phagwara. Miss Simranjeet Kaur from Kapurthala. Mr. Shahi Nandwani from Rewari. Mr. Sahil Kumar from Pathankot. Mr. Rishu Gupta from Barnala. Mr. Rajdeep Kaur from Ludhiana. Mr. Tufi Modgil from Ropar.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, इधर. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Japanese Patia from Mansa. Miss Riya Goyal from Chandigarh. Mr. Sukhbir Singh from Fatehgarh Sahib.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Golkarpal Singh from Ludhiana. Miss Golpriya Gill from Bathinda. Miss Karnveer Kaur from Firozpur. Mr. Aman from Ludhiana. Miss Amandeep Kaur. Miss Varsha Gaur from Rewari. Miss Keerti from Chandigarh. Miss Surbi Rana from Kaithal. Mr. Harvinder Singh from Patiala. Mr. Amrit from Chandigarh. Miss Jaspreet Kaur from Ludhiana. Mr. Harpreet Chaudhary from Chandigarh.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Devraj Pillow from Panipat.
Yes, sir.
Just Karanjeet Singh from Chandigarh. Mr. Hani Sharma from Jira.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Neeraj Kumar from Rewari. Mr. Vikrant Mehla from Kaithal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Either.
Mr. Sanju from Rohtak. Mr. Kamal Gupta from Ludhiana.
Paji either.
Mr. Sandeep Sarot from Palwal. Mr. Sahib Singh from Patiala.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Pankaj Kalotra from Pathankot. Ms. Payal Jindal from Panipat. Ms. Preeti Sharma from Sangrur. Mr. Manjeet from Panipat. Ms. Sakshi Singhal from Hisar. Ms. Simranjit Kaur from Firozpur. Mr. Manish Kumar from Chandigarh. Ms. Parvinder Kaur from Hoshiarpur. Ms. Nitika from Rewari. Ms. Bhavya Arora from Amritsar. Mr. Rohit from Karnal. Mr. Rohit from Karnal. Ms. Gurdev Kaur from Hoshiarpur. Ms. Riya from Shaheed Bhagat Singh Nagar. Ms. Mandeep Kaur from Faridkot. Mr. Deepak from Faridabad. Ms. Devki from Sissa. Mr. Nitin Gupta from Kurukshetra. Mr. Varun Garg from Bathinda. Ms. Manju Bala from Bhiwani. Ms. Poonam Rani from Palwal. Mr. Ryad Shivraj from Jain. Mr. Anurag Chaudhary from Yamunanagar. Mr. Ravinder Kumar from Kajjar. Mr. Ajay Kumar from Hisar. Ms. Sheena from Kapurthala. Mr. Vaibhav from Rewari. Mr. Balwan Singh from Kajjar. Mr. Ravi Paul from Karnal. Mr. Jitendra Arya from Rohtak. Mr. Avinash Manjal from Fazilka. Mr. Avanish Manjal from Fazilka. Ms. Rekha Pava from Bhiwani. Mr. Mandeep from Jain. Ms. Amalata from Kurukshetra. Mr. Satguru Singh from Fatehgarh Sahib. Mr. Siddharth Bhola from Fatehabad. Palak Raj Verma from Gurgaon. Anmol Lochan from Patiala. Sahib Pohol from Chandigarh. Mr. Preeti from Chandigarh. Mr. Lavpreet Singh from Karnal. Mr. Vikram Singh from Karnal.
बलवान सिंह
आप सभी का रिक्वेस्ट है
नीचे लंच रेडी है। लाइसेंस लेने के बाद आप लंच करके जाना नीचे बैंक्वेट हॉल में।
लाइव में पर मिला
यस सर
ऑल द बेस्ट। All the best. बाहर के हो?
विक्रम सिंह
ना।
आशीष जोकर, गुरविंदर पन्नाड़ा,
All the best. All the best. मैं बाद में लगेगा।
बेटा
यस सर सर
All the best.
कोई नहीं आप प्रैक्टिस करनी सही है ये बात प्रैक्टिस करनी
मैम यस
हो गई
मतलब इतनी सर्दी
करना
रोहित है
आओ यार